butterfly inquiry in kindergarten. The way we started off was reading this lovely text called When Butterflies Cross the Sky, the Monarch Butterfly Migration. After reading this story, I had the children draw pictures of things they already knew about butterflies. So for example, that butterflies lay eggs on leaves, butterflies suck nectar from flowers, and butterflies have a life cycle. Once we looked at all of these, we came up with our wonders. What do we wonder about butterflies? Kids asked, why do butterflies lay eggs? What happens inside the chrysalis? How does a caterpillar change its skin? And how long is the butterfly's life cycle? And how long does each stage last? Once we looked at our questions, we decided to dig deeper and look at the different parts of a butterfly. And as you can see here, I differentiated it between the JKs and the SKs. JKs, all they needed to do was label the different parts, whereas SKs drew a picture of the butterfly, a forward view and also a side view, and labeled all the different parts. We also looked at what butterflies can do, and some mentioned that butterflies can migrate, butterflies can pollinate, butterflies can see, and butterflies lay eggs. We went on to talk about that butterflies are living things, and what do butterflies need in order to survive? So we talked about that butterflies need warm air, water, food, and shelter to survive, which led us to us building some butterfly houses, because the children know that the butterflies migrate to Mexico, but they get tired on the way, and they thought, well, they need a place to rest. So making a little butterfly house that has little openings that will only allow a butterfly to fly in and not a predator like a bird. From there, we decided we've learned lots of things. Do you have any more questions? And one of the questions that one of the students came up with is, does the color of the caterpillar decide the color of the butterfly? So from here, we're going to look at pictures of caterpillars and butterflies to see if there is any connection there. So in kindergarten, inquiry is a natural process. It happens, they're curious beings, they have lots of questions, they want to learn a lot. So as a teacher, my job is to set out materials that are intentional, that will help them and guide them through this process. And once they have this here in kindergarten, as they go on in the other grades, it will continue and be natural for them. So that's where we are in our butterfly inquiry.
Okay, so we did an inquiry based on the book Butterfly Park by Ellie McKay. It's from our integrated unit plan, and it was part of our mentor text. So this book led the children into exploring questioning they had about butterflies, which we then posted during the read aloud. They had a lot of wondering questions. Some were quite insightful. And the main ones that we came up with, or we grouped them, and the main ones we came up with are, why are we learning about butterflies, and what do butterflies do for the environment, or why are they important? And interestingly enough, the students also wondered why, or how do butterflies migrate all the way to Mexico if their lifespan is only 4 weeks on average? So that was a huge wanting to learn moment for them. We then took some nonfiction books and displayed them in the classroom and encouraged questioning along the way. So if they had any questions, they were encouraged to write down their question at any point in time and post it on the book, and we would get to it as soon as we could. We then also watched some YouTube videos and researched information on PebbleGo. The children also connected back to the time we did the Austin's Butterfly piece and the artwork involved in that. The next thing we did was we took a walk through our very own Stanley courtyard there, and we looked at the environment. The students took some pictures. The grade ones had a chance to explore living and non-living things. We discussed what living and non-living things are. Because I teach a grade 1 and 2, I had to incorporate both grades. And they also thought about how they can design the garden or a courtyard to attract more butterflies and what types of plants butterflies needed. So we're actually in the process right now. The grade 1s are going to be designing a diorama showing the needs and characteristics of living things. They have to incorporate all that into their design, so they're in the process of planning that. The grade 2s are in the process of researching growth and changes in butterflies. So this is just an example of where they're at right now. We're talking about report writing and how we organize our ideas into subtopics, and then they're learning about taking point form notes. They are then going to take this information and design an Adobe Spark video showing their learning and documenting their learning in using technology. So as a teacher, I found that technology has really been a benefit to my class. I find it's very engaging to them. They're always willing to try new things, and the Adobe Spark is wonderful because they get to show their learning in a different format, and it allows for differentiation.